Well, the saga, the drama, it continues with one more twist. Because as we have been knowing that Pakistan and Pakistan Cricket Board have been peddling a lot of narratives just before the UAE game. They want to ensure that they have this ego tussle that yes, we have come out on top. We did discuss it in the dugout. We have discussed it in all the other shows that's been there about what Pakistan have been trying to do behind the scenes. And now, exclusively, we have gotten some information about the truths and the half-truths that have been peddled by the Pakistan Cricket Board when it comes to two major things. Andy Pycroft, the match referee, whether he apologized or not, that we have gotten a full breakdown on it. On whether the ICC has initiated an inquiry of sorts, the PCB have said that they're playing the match after Andy Pycroft had said sorry. But what are the truths? That Nikhil has got some exclusive inputs on it. Nikhil,
before I get into the exclusive inputs, I would want your exclusive inputs as to, is Pakistan going to bottle this up as well? The game has started. Probably will be the highest watched Pakistan UAE match in history. Yes. A game that otherwise would have had only few takers. Now I think will be watched by a lot of people. Who knows? A lot of people in India would be watching this game after all the tamasha that has happened.
I mean, if you look at the attendance at Dubai, it's abysmal.
Yeah, but imagine television.
Yeah, television. But one particular entity will not be watching the match at all, and that is Saeem Ayub fans. Because
are there any Saeem fans? Is there an entity that exists?
He's been hailed as Babar Azam's next avatar, and Babar Azam's next avatar has lasted only 4 balls in the entire Asia Cup. Golden Duck.
Group stage.
So far. Golden Duck.
This might be the end of their Asia Cup.
Might, but Golden Duck. First game, Golden Duck. Second game, Silver Duck in this game.
Yes. Babar, I said this before, Rizwan and Babar for Pakistan were undroppable. And yes, their performances wouldn't have been great, but I'm sorry to say the next generation that they have is even worse. With Babar and Rizwan, they still have a semblance of chance on challenging India on a given day, and maybe on a rare day upset India also, on a rare day. Without them, I don't see that happening at all. There are still your 2 experienced players, because they tried to copy everything India does. So India had a transition. They are playing without Virat and Rohit. We also want to do it. But boss, you need to have an Abhishek Sharma in your ranks, a Tilak Verma in your ranks, a Hardik Pandya, Akshar Patel. I mean, the list is endless. So if you don't have that, then Kuldeep Yadav, Varun Chakravarti, Jasprit Bumrah, you have none of that. So then you can't go through transition when you have nothing to transit.
Their transition itself, it's not been a transition now. Pakistan's been revolving doors. You can't close the revolving door. Keep on rotating. So whoever gets caught in that, oops, I'm in. Oh, no, I'm out. 2 wickets by Junaid Siddiqui. But UAE have done the most important thing by winning the toss. And in Dubai, you have seen chasing how big of an advantage it can be. So Pakistan have not gotten off to a good start. But since it's UAE and they have that psychological edge over them, because in the tri-series, Pakistan did come out of tricky situations against most of them. So,
but I think UAE have also made a blunder here. They won the toss. I think UAE should have batted first. Simple reason. Pressure. Pakistan could have crumbled. If you got 120-30 also, you never know with Pakistan they would have crumbled under pressure. Now you've allowed them to bat, and whatever runs they get, UAE will be under pressure, and they don't have that quality, quite frankly. So, I mean, they've allowed that. Anyway, whatever happens to the game.
And also, I think the prize wicket of Fakhar Zaman is going to be the key. Yeah. We've seen that happen with India also, India-Pakistan matches. You get a breakthrough through, that's one thing. If Fakhar Zaman is that one entity who can take the match away from you. Although, the initial signs even from him are that it's helter-skelter in his case as well. While he will get that odd boundary, but he's not able to, see the ball properly. He does look a bit tentative, if you ask me.
Because when UAE batted first, it's been mixed results. They were horribly outdone by India, but they beat Oman. Dubai. Chasing has always been the go-to.
We'll see how this game turns out. But the more important bit is we must put out the details that we are giving you exclusively here on Sports Today. Is that after this whole fiasco happened in the last live we informed you how and what transpired, what was done, and how Pakistan have now had to continue with the match without even the match referee changing, and Andy Pycroft is the match referee. So there has been no thing that they've taken a step back, and that's the call that they've taken, and they've gone ahead. So in Hindi, as they say, muh ki khani padi. That's exactly what happened with Pakistan. Now, as a face-saving exercise, they sent out a press release, the PCB, and they claimed two things largely. One, they said that Andy Pycroft has apologized, right? That is something that they claimed. And now, as soon as they say that, apologize means that he is then in the wrong of allowing that no handshake and everything else. So, that is the first statement they put out, with no more details, that Andy Pycroft has apologized for his role in that game versus India and Pakistan. That's the first thing that they put out in the statement. The second that they have put out in the statement is that ICC will now conduct an inquiry, further inquiry, after this game is done, into what happened on that 14th of September, that encounter between India and Pakistan, in a way saying that, listen, it's not done, we can still get our way. PCB is trying to put that message out, and at the moment we've allowed our team to play this game because ICC has agreed to listen to the matter. Now, these are half-truths. Some of that, what they're saying is right, but a lot of it, what they're saying is wrong and misrepresentation. So I'll break it down into those two big points. Firstly, they say that Andy Pycroft has apologized, which is true, but what they have not specified, which we can confirm to you, is only apologized for any miscommunication that Pakistan Cricket Board may have felt. Okay, so for that he has apologized, but he has not apologized for any handshake thing. So what could be the miscommunication? And that is very normal. I have alleged that Siddharth has done something wrong, and I'm saying you did something wrong, and in later investigation happened, and then we found out that what he did was nothing wrong, and I claim that he was late, and we did an investigation. He was not late, he was bang on time, he did his thing. But I can then say, okay, fine, you were right and I was wrong in claiming that you were late, but at least you could have communicated to me that this could be a scenario and things like that, which is very natural humanly. Okay, what is miscommunication? That I said something, you didn't get it, fine, I'm sorry for that. So I think while ICC is also not specified what is it that is miscommunication, but what I can understand from this is that maybe PCB is also crying about the fact that if he knew about the toss, he could have told us in advance, so on and so forth. To which Andy Pycroft may have apologized and said, fine, I could have told you earlier, but I didn't see any need to tell you earlier. When we met at the toss, I didn't see any need to go specifically and tell you. When we first time met at the toss, I informed you. And if you think there was any miscommunication there, fine, I'm sorry about it. But what you are claiming that handshake should have happened, and then the Pakistan is also claiming that take some action against Surya Kumar Yadav for making those political statements. For those things, or no handshake, Andy Pycroft has not apologized. And why will he apologize? Because if he has been found or been given a clean sheet by the ICC on these matters, then what is the need for Andy Pycroft to apologize? So, which is why Andy Pycroft has also been allowed to continue. If he had to apologize for not conducting the game in the way that he was supposed to, then quite logically he couldn't have been the match referee today also, no, by ICC. Then he was guilty of not doing his job properly. So right now, that apology is for a miscommunication which Pakistan is aggrieved about, to which Andy Pycroft has apologized, but no, is not apologized for his conduct or the conduct of the players or for handshake or for any statement. No apology for that. That is the truth. And ICC has repeated that they have done an inquiry, they have found Andy Pycroft not guilty of anything. That is why he will continue, and they have turned down PCB's demand. That's the first bit.
I do feel there's a bit of wordplay from both parties over here. Of course, both trying to put their narratives forward, Because remember, there was that sacking of the director of cricket operations, international cricket operations of Pakistan. Now, what did we hear? 1 hour before, the teams were privy, the match referee was privy, and he was also made aware, cricket operations director was also made aware, and he in some way failed in his duty to communicate to Pakistan team. 1 hour is the time frame that we were told. Now, where is the miscommunication then? If 1 hour before Pycroft knew, it gets told to the director. I think both parties. There's been a lot of pushing and pulling. I think
the miscommunication may not be this as well, Harshit.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. They've not. Miscommunication could be, let's say, if they have found him not guilty of any, of not doing his duty. So, which in extension means that what India did on the field was correct. Maybe Pakistan said that if that was the case, you should have made us aware about this is fine to do, or this is spirit of the game is not my lookout, or whatever it is. Why did you not tell us at that time? It could be something as minor as that. They've not specified what miscommunication is. But my point is, miscommunication obviously a scenario where I may say that I allege that you did something wrong, but at the end of the day you were not guilty of that. Then I'll say, Acha, but you should have told me for
miscommunication.
That. But why did you not tell me? For that you can apologize. Okay, yaar, sorry if I didn't tell you.
That's something I do feel there's a bit of push and pull happening.
Correct.
And which is why
if they were
half truths are being put out. Miscommunication, loosely coined words.
But I'm saying if they had got what they wanted, PCB, they wouldn't have left it at apology. Na? See, it's like that. I want to show the world that apology has happened. So I just said that he has apologized. But you've not told the true story. What is he apologized for? He's not apologized for the handshake. He's not apologized for any comments made by Surya Kumar Yadav. To which, why will he apologize when the ICC has given him a clean chit? And on the matter of the clean chit, because they are saying ICC has agreed to investigate this matter further, that's also not true, because what ICC is saying, why should we investigate the matter further? We've investigated it. And we've investigated it twice. They sent a letter first time, right after the game was done, the very next day. They investigated it, went back to PCB, saying we've seen it. Andy Pycroft is not guilty. Indian team is not guilty. Sorry. They again sent communication yesterday saying, no, this is the issue. To which also ICC has replied today saying no.
I think yesterday night only they replied.
Yeah, but they've said no. Today also again they had negotiations. They said no, he's not guilty of any of that. They're not guilty. So if he's not guilty, why will Andy Pycroft apologize? Now to the investigation that they're saying ICC will conduct, but ICC is saying, but if I've already investigated the matter and found there is no guilty party, why should I investigate earlier? Only the ICC has said that yes, as is protocol, and not just in this scenario, anywhere, even in your office matter, in a legal case, in court, when the judge dismisses the matter, you have a right as a complainant, if you find some fresh evidence or the police find some fresh evidence in the case can always be reopened. Right, if something new emerges, because for years that those files are kept, because something new comes up, you have to investigate the matter first, because that never came to light earlier. So similarly, they've said that, listen, we've seen everything that you had, you got on the table, we investigated, done, dusted, tata, bye bye. Yeah, if you tomorrow bring out XYZ things which are new, of course, it is our responsibility to look at them again. And again, there's no guarantee that, the judgment will come in your favor. We may look at it and say, no, this is also not good enough. And so we turn this request down. That is all they've said, but that also has been twisted and put it out like that they are going to investigate the matter further, because the message then goes out to your public that, see, we have also not backed down. Investigation is ongoing. We've just allowed our team to participate while the investigation is ongoing, and see, apology has also come, so we've allowed Pycroft to continue. However, as I said, half-baked news, half-truths to all this. The facts we have put forward, laid bare in front of you.
Yep, it's continuing. See, even in the build-up, I mean, firstly, what was it? They initially announced, no, we won't go to the ground. But then suddenly, yes, we will go. There'll be a delay of 1 hour. And there'll be all those kind of shenanigans that they were either frantically doing with the ICC in a vain hope that they get something to show their face for. They might have got some things like this half-truth. I think they're holding on to those straws in that sense. So in the end, it achieved nothing. We can safely say that it achieved nothing. Pakistan once again embarrassed themselves all over again. And they'll continue to embarrass themselves if they want to show what their rogue government wants to show them to be. Okay? This will continue. This is not the end of it. It will start snowballing after the end of this game. If Pakistan qualifies, 19th, 20th, until 21st, until the first ball is bowled, you're going to see plenty of drama. Next 3 days, drama is guaranteed, whatever way you look at it. So
I have a complaint against Sports Today as well, and please conduct an inquiry on that, because I think the spelling of inquiry here on your graphic is this is the other inquiry.
Yes.
It is the IN inquiry that should have been here. So will you inquire this matter?
Yes.
And reach to the bottom of it and
I will.
ensure that it is changed.
Exactly. I will.
This
get to the
inquiry is when you inquire about something.
Inquiry, yeah.
And I inquire about Shivam's health. And Shivam, are you fine? How is it? I'm inquiring.
Yeah.
The inquiry, which is an inquest, which is investigating
proper
a matter,
investigation into all of this,
is
it's
a India wala IN inquiry.
India wala, yes.
I saw it and then
I
was
will
like,
get to the bottom.
We must conduct an inquiry on this.
Yes.
Who's responsible for this?
Yeah. We shall do it as soon as the show is over, and
Okay.
we'll come out with it. So, yep.
But this is no fresh evidence.
No, friend. First time it came to light, I have pointed it.
Exactly. The smoking gun.
The smoking gun.
The smoking gun is right in front of you. So, yes. I mean, I don't know what to make sense of this day. I mean, can I make any sense of this day? What started as a drama, can we interpret drama? I think we have had a new thing today in Pakistan.
Today made for a good soap opera.
But
It felt like one.
But I see again, at the end of the day, it has really put Pakistan on a weak footing overall. It's not if you thought 14 September was a day that would have caused them a lot of embarrassment, I think today is another day that's caused them even greater embarrassment, because not only have they had to play the game, which now goes on to state that all the threats that were there were empty threats, because if you were really hell-bent on skipping the game, you would have skipped it no matter what.
Did I not say this on Monday? All of this, this whole saga, I remember, started on Monday, and we were here discussing that day in the evening about what if this comes true. And I remember saying that this is, by any stretch of imagination, this is nowhere but the truth. This is all an empty threat from Pakistan. They don't have the gall to go ahead and boycott a match. We know the financial status of not just their economy but their cricket board as well, and we've seen them give these empty threats at international level as well and cricketing levels. So you understand what is it, to what extent that they can push forward as well or make a point. So you knew this was never really going to happen. 12 to 16 crores, something between that, 12 to 16 US million dollars was always
long-term sanctions.
It makes for 8 to 10% of the revenue, which we already know last year.
Asif Munir may have still given them now from the defense budget, which they use and wipe the whole country clean. They would have
he
needs
to get his bases redone anyway, so that money will not come this time.
No, true, but I'm saying that still is not that much of a deterrence. The issue was, and that's why I'm saying the funny thing is, when this drama was playing out, everyone within the Pakistani community, which is their journalists, their administrators, their players, everyone knew that the match is happening today in UAE, which is what we had reported here as well on Sports Today, because everyone that I spoke to had been told you are playing the match, because back of their head they knew there is no way they'll pull out. All you did this drama of delay is because now you showed the world. See, how will you go to, imagine you're going to the ground, you're playing this game with the same match referee being there. I mean, that is embarrassment at the next level. So here, if you've shown we fought, then quickly, one, you've delayed, so that you've shown your public that you've done something, quickly after that you come out with a press release also, where you're saying that, see, he's apologized, see, he's doing that, see, we got what we wanted, and so we have said we will continue. But all of this is a smoke screen. None of it has really happened on the ground.
One will have to be really naive. One will have to be really naive to believe that the PCB got the pie that they were looking for.
You can make a fool out of people by putting, it's just us which are putting the facts out, but a lot of people, gullible people, naive people, and I'm not kidding, by the way, there could be a lot of people in Pakistan media who wear their patriotism on their sleeve, will go out and hail it as a victory based on the PCB press release. They will not see what the official thing is. And maybe few days later, you might forget also that no inquiry would have happened, nothing would have happened, and you will keep claiming. Now, Andy Pycroft is not coming out and saying, the apologies is for that. You will keep claiming that no, he had apologized for the handshake. Right? So, that's what I'm saying. These are nice tactics to...
You will need somebody on the other side to go ahead, make a few calls to the ICC and really get to the bottom of it. Otherwise, the chest thumping would have begun already. ICC has not put out anything officially, right? That's what I'm saying. You will have to pull things out.
We have put it out officially.
You will have to dig things out.
So that's exactly what we've done.
At the moment, what would have happened on the other side? I don't even have to look at news channels over there. The chest thumping would definitely have begun.
No, but there are certain media houses that are highlighting this
as a failure.
They're highlighting that this is a failure. These are the same media houses who were critical of Pakistan being weak, which is why they tried to up the ante at the meeting. Earlier they were only asking for Pycroft's removal. Later they want now action on Surya Kumar, so on and so forth. That's because there was a lot of media there who were pointing fingers at PCB and their government saying you're so weak. Why aren't you showing the real strength and fighting for our country after what India did? There were also nationalistic sort of reportage that was done there. That's why they went there. So now when they've come up with this lollipop which you've given to try and show that some action has been taken, there are a lot of people there who are pointing this out that no, this is your version, sir. We have also learned from the ICC this is not true, because even they have sources now. They have found out this is not true. None of this has happened. And quite frankly, the proof of the pudding will be when you will see if he is guilty, if he is apologized, he should be out. Is he?
No.
You just talk about the ground reality. Secondly, has there been any monetary fine or anything on Surya Kumar Yadav for making those issues that they had, political statement? Nothing. When none of that has happened, there's no action that has happened on ground, then you can keep sending any press release. Yeah. If he is guilty and if more inquiry is happening, then something should happen in the next few days. I don't think that will happen. Only thing that will happen is if they are to win today's game, which is a possibility versus UAE, only thing that will happen is that they will have to go through another tough match against India come the 21st of May.
Yep, 21st
and there is no hiding there behind press releases.
I wonder if there is room for more ignominy.
You can't go further down from there.
These boycott threats won't be repeated for an India game.
Siddharth, this
was highlighted. If it was India or Sri Lanka or Bangladesh,
that cannot even be a figment of their imagination, right?
Would they have done this kind of dramebazi? No, na. It was UAE. That is why they could afford to do this.
No, so the other question that you raised, that how is it that UAE is
absolutely
been asked to start 1 hour late? Because it's UAE, they have agreed.
It's an associate nation.
They have
if
agreed.
It was a full member nation, one of the 12, if you were taking on, this would have... you had an Angelo Matthews who was sent back for being a minute late and his strap broke and he wasn't able to take guard. And you think an international team would have stood any of this childish behavior? No way.
And by the way, in that game, there were no handshakes either. Between Bangladesh and Sri Lanka.
Nagin Derby.
Yeah, the Nagin Derby.
But on, their decision not to play, what would have happened, and this is worked out in their favor, is that it couldn't have been done arbitrarily. Just, we will come 1 hour late, UAE, we are telling you, and you be... No, it would have had to follow procedure. A lot of people are involved. So this is how it's worked in Pakistan's favor. Luckily for them, their boss happens to be the Asian Cricket Council's boss. So PCB head Mohsin Naqvi would have asked permission from ACC head Mohsin Naqvi that is it okay if because of an issue we start a match late? Then PCB head Mohsin Naqvi would have received a reply from ACC head Mohsin Naqvi, yeah, okay, as in exceptional circumstances, we are allowing you and the match has been pushed back.
Ideally,
you would have asked government Interior Home Minister Mohsin Naqvi also.
Ideally, you should have roped in the match referee as well for this. If there was a logistical difficulty, who was the man on the ground?
No, he went for chai to ICC office. Close by. He said, I'm not waiting at the stadium, Andy Pycroft, and he headed to the ICC office, had some chai, then came back to the ground.
How far is it from that place?
Very close by. 5 minutes.
Okay. Is it the same ICC main office or is it
Main office. It's the sports city, Dubai Sports City.
Okay, we're not very nearby.
So the ICC Academy, where the teams practice, the ICC office, and the stadium, all in the sports city area. Sports city, it's called.
Yeah.
Multiple other sporting things there.
Correct.
But the ICC Academy and ICC head office are just walking distance. And this is about 5 minutes away. You can also walk, but not in Dubai heat. So you might have to take a cab to get there. Because 5 minutes walk there is
Killer.
Absolute. And right now it's really hot, is what I'm learning there.
Yep. So
Yeah.
halfway point of the first innings is done in this Pakistan game. So
Do we have a few questions we can take? We haven't been able to take any question. Have we taken any
we
questions?
took take a few some in the dugout.
Okay.
Now here we haven't been able to take. So,
Oh, a lot of people are watching this game.
Yeah. So
Shivangi.
okay. 1-2 trolls.
कोहली की
Trollers.
pick लग
ट्रोलर्स अच्छा
Trollers.
कोहली की पिक लगा रहे विद पीसीबी टीम ऐसे तो एसआरटी दादा वीरो इनके तो शोज हुए दे इवन एट फूड टुगेदर कोहली हैज 8 पीओटीएम वर्सेस पीसीबी
No, this is, I agree with Shivangi. This is all, bull,
Yes,
whatever.
exactly
AI hogwash.
Because again, as a past to whatever, all cricketers, Indian cricketers, Gavaskar and all have had meals with them. You can put anybody's picture, different circumstances, different things happen.
Previous incidents being pulled out and all. I thought
Yeah.
now what's been happening the last couple of days is people have been using AI to get themselves pictured
16 you
alongside.
remember he gave the bat with tomorrow
Yeah,
I'm saying now is the Pakistan hate time that is dominating. So anyone, any association of the past, if you want to troll Virat, you will pick out those picks. That's what he's talking about. That way, you can pick out anything, na. There is all prime ministers have also gone on Pakistan tours, na, different type.
Prime Minister
Nawaz
Modi and
Sharif
Nawaz
came
Sharif,
here for the oath taking ceremony. There are many things you can then. Everyone can be. Held guilty.
Yeah, I've seen that
this is
video of
with that
Jaisha
picture.
alongside Shahid Afridi watching a match.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Different
but that was a
circumstances,
different time
things.
altogether.
By that logic, what are you going to do if there'll be a Pakistani umpire in your next game? Will you going to appeal to him? It's akin to being that. You shouldn't shake hands with him, the umpire, because he's from Pakistan. Post match, you play a game against Oman or whatever. What are you going to be there? There'll be official there.
There was Roger Binney and
This is.
Rajiv Shukla.
by the way I want to check who are the umpires in the India versus
They have not changed the.
I'll just check
Yeah.
okay I think they haven't announced
haven't
it yet
announced it.
they haven't announced it yet
By the way, simple math says PCB has said Pycroft is India's favorite and fixes their matches. How can a match referee do anything for the match? He has no decision to take what happens on the field. He's not bowling for India, he's not even an on-field umpire that can take a decision. So how does he fix?
his maths has gone out of the equation
No, unless that whole past instances now of Pycroft calling out Ajmal.
Ajmal, Malik,
Hafiz, Malik, yeah.
He called them out for chucking. So
How can
suspect action.
past friend.
how can you
That's why
not
they
call
are-
a guy whose flex was 42 degrees? How can you not call him?
Saeed Ajmal.
Yes, 42 degrees it extended the flex for his dusra. More than Murli, triple than of Murli. I don't know here. So
Sarat Chandra is saying 2 dugouts. Wow, today is really a dream day. It's not technically a dugout. Dugout happened at its usual time at 6:30, but this is the latest news update. So we thought.
This week though we've done the odd thing by doing primetime shows for you.
yeah,
Monday was also a primetime thing we did.
9 o'clock. Yep.
Yeah.
So yes, it's. What do you guys think about this match? What do you think?
It's looking good, yeah. It's looking good. UE definitely had made a very good start.
By the way, I've just gotten another update. So Mohsin Naqvi has now accepted in a press conference that he's done that the Pycroft apology was only about the miscommunication at the toss. Miscommunication, not about
The
handshake. He's further gone on to say that cricket and politics cannot go together.
Oh, that's rich coming from Pakistan though. But yeah, but we broke it 30 minutes ago. I guess. We on Sports Today broke it 30 minutes ago before Mohsin Naqvi could even come and acknowledge the half-truth that was there. So yes, cricket and politics shouldn't mix together, coming from a Pakistani administrator. A Pakistani politician who is running cricket at this point in time. Wow. I've seen everything, but Pakistan continue to test the levels of lunacy at this point in time. So yep, it's Pycroft did apologize, but it was written in invisible paper. Vijay Manoharan is saying. Yeah. But actually, he did apologize on the miscommunication. That is the thing. So, yep.
Yeah, I'll just give you something more that he said. Mohsin Naqvi, again, latest. He says that this crisis was going on since the match against India. This is again PCB's version. We had objected to Pycroft's conduct. This matter was only solved after Pycroft apologized over miscommunication at the toss. So they've accepted that, which is what we put out earlier, which they did not put out in their statement. We clarified first on Sports Today that this is the apology is only on miscommunication, not on handshake or any statement made. So they've also accepted, said it in the press conference, and then he says, this is his final line, one more line in the press conference, is that cricket and politics cannot go together, is also something that he has said.
I really don't know. This last statement gets my gall.
I like what Priyanshu says. He says, Naqvi bhi Sports Today dekhta hai kya?
Good one. He's had to accept it.
Yeah, he's had to accept it, yep. And Raj is saying, what is Raj saying? Okay, Raj. Super chat. Can you summarize what shows you have daily and roughly the times? Raj from the US is saying.
Please go ahead, Siddharth.
Okay, so we have a morning wrap that is done before 11 o'clock. That is one show.
That's a curtain raiser.
That's a curtain raiser. Then as far as the news flow is concerned, we will be doing videos as and when the breaking happens.
All along
But
the day.
6:30 p.m. is our flagship show, The Dugout. And on India days, when India is playing major events or major bilateral events, you will be having a pre-match, a mid-innings and a post-match. The timings will depend upon the tournament, on where it is being played. So, for example, if India are playing in the UAE, you will get
Changes. If you're following the Indian team, you know, after the match gets done, if there's a break in between, at the start of the match, we usually start 45 minutes prior to the start of an India match. So that's when you'll find us right here in the studio. And we also live every time there's an interesting match on our hands. So today's match, we will be joining you live after the match gets done. Yesterday's match also was an example. It was a nail biter we saw between Afghanistan and Bangladesh. So we were live after that as well. So everything involving the Indian team, we're right here for you guys.
Yep. So anytime that there is a match, we will be.
I have a comment by one of our regular viewers in Mr. Vicky Lalwani, who says, he's saying, I hope in this that story, Bandar and Roti wala, they're fighting over the roti and the cat comes and steals the roti away. He said, I hope Sri Lanka is not that cat. Takes the Asia Cup away quietly.
They are the defending T20 Asia Cup champions.
Second most successful
Remember
team
that
as well.
story in school, na?
Yes, I do remember.
It was called Bandar Ki Roti or something like that. So he would, the cat would come and he had to divide it equally. And one would say, no, this is not given to me equally. He said, I'll eat something. Okay, now is it barabar? He said, no. The other said, no, it's fine. Okay, I'll eat a little bit more. And finished the roti like this.
Well, Sri Lanka are the defending T20 champions of the Asia Cup. So their game is tomorrow. That also, there's a lot of scenarios hanging on that as well.
We will be putting out the scenarios. It's group of death for a reason.
Yeah.
3 teams alive and kicking.
Bangladesh, thanks to Bangladesh.
Yeah.
But the Nagin Derby didn't live up to its hype.
Yeah.
It was a very one-sided
affair.
Yeah. So
you've taken
Shivangi, we were about to take. By the way, Kohli's most POTMs was his PCB with 8. Next is SRT.
That we have discussed earlier. You've taken Sarat Chandra?
No.
Okay.
Nick sir, which is going to end soon? Referees supporting Madrid or Park doing these things, stupid things? If Jai Shah was ACC chairman, would Park have done these things?
Yesterday's penalty I thought was 50-50. Even if you gave it, it was fine. If you didn't give it, also fine. Because he didn't do it intentionally, but the hand did touch. So, again, you can argue from both sides. I'm not. My whole point, I know I'm digressing. My whole point with this, nowadays penalties are given very easily.
Soft penalties.
Very
Too
soft.
many soft penalties.
And it's across the board, because imagine a major game is decided by one or two some touch, nothing. Penalty should be where you really hindered the player from scoring a goal.
I think the problem also, I think slow-mo has changed the whole game.
Yeah.
Every time, everything, Siddharth, everything you see in slow motion
looks bad.
Will look bad, will look ugly. Slow-mo never tells you the intensity. But if you watch slow-mo, it will always make it look like an infiltration.
Yeah.
Always.
I think the basic rule should be, a foul in the box should not result in a penalty. I think a penalty should be when there is a genuine chance of that player scoring a goal, right? And you've hindered that by doing a wrongful action, you've hindered that, then I think you should be given a penalty for that. For everything else, I'm saying inside the box also give a free kick or something. Indirect free kick, as it is.
It used to be.
Yes, better thing. Penalty only when you have to really penalize the team that he had a clear-cut chance and you made a foul and took that chance of him. Like, you give example like, you've beaten the keeper but one guy hits it with a hand.
Luis Suarez, Ghana.
Red card, penalty. Or one-on-one with the keeper does a foul, clearly, thing. Or one-on-one with a defender, clear foul, you could have scored. One random, there are some 15 people inside the D and some guy there in that crowd at the edge of the box gets touched on the leg, falls down, penalty. What does that even mean? No chance of a goal being scored from there. It happens. It happens.
You asked for a radical change.
It should be. You see, you put a heart and soul in a game and some random thing decides it, not worth it. And it's equal for all teams. Yeah.
Siva Subramanya, match referee, apologized. It's all over social media. But again, social media has only taken the half-truth.
Half-baked.
Siva, we've explained what
just go all the way back.
Go back to our program if you're just joining us. We explained, we broke it first. He's apologized for only miscommunication. That's not what PCB did. In their press release, there was miscommunication.
Yes.
For which Andy Pycroft had to apologize. And they have miscommunicated by saying he's apologized. Now, that gives a sort of a impression that Andy Pycroft was in the wrong and why did he not ensure that the handshake happened or he didn't take action against Suryakumar Yadav. None of that is happening. There will be no inquiry as well on that. Andy Pycroft is given a clean chit. The only thing he's apologized for, because PCB said that we were not told. He said, fine, I'm sorry if you think I didn't tell you in advance or the communication from my end wasn't clear. Apologies for that. But no apologies for no handshake, no apology for not penalizing Suryakumar Yadav. That's a clean chit. That's the distinction, the difference we've made, and that's the truth. And now, after the press release, Mohsin Naqvi, as I just reported short while ago, has come out and accepted it, that the apology is only for miscommunication.
That PCB press release is also a bit of a miscommunication.
That's what I said. For what they've been apologized for, they are themselves miscommunicated.
They need better script writers. Rakesh Bhushan, Nikhil, how does it feel to be more of a political journal these days than a sports journalist?
No, I don't enjoy it. I've often said, and I'll tell you what, I often said that I would rather discuss sport than politics. But I'll give you an example, and this you must remember. And this is the big distinction I will make between, our Indian coverage and Pakistani coverage. We covered the match after India-Pakistan got over and India won. There was no political references that I made as an anchor, and we did it on television. On India Today I did it. You've seen those shows on Sports Today. I did not mention. I had two guests in Harbhajan Singh, Sunil Gavaskar. All our discussions circled around cricket. What did you see happen in the cricket shows in Pakistan, where Mohammad Yusuf is coming out with a racist slur, which has nothing to do with cricket? He mentions that. What do you make of Shaheen Shah Afridi, who's making references to Rafales and this and that?
Shahid Afridi.
Shahid Afridi, reference to Rafales and all of that in his cricket program. Or Tanveer Ahmed talking about all that. Again, same references to what happened between India and Pakistan in a cricket program on the day of the India-Pakistan post show. Yes, you're not happy, and from Pakistan's point of view, of course they wouldn't have been happy that the handshake didn't happen. That's fine, that's their point of view. You point that out, like I think Shoaib Akhtar did, and I think that's the right way of pointing out that, listen, I would have liked India to have and let's keep spirit. That's his opinion, fine. But he did it in a dignified manner. That's fine. People can have different opinions. Some might say that India was justified for the handshake. If from the Pakistan point of view you say you're not justified, fine. But you brought politics into it. You brought, Rafales and this and that, and you calling him with a racist slur and all of that. None of that was done. Sunil Gavaskar didn't do anything like that. Harbhajan Singh didn't do it like that. The only reference that Sunil Gavaskar made was calling Pakistan a Popatwadi team, and that also, as I explained, is not anything racist or political. That, if you actually see that statement, he was actually praising Pakistan, saying that Pakistan used to be such a great team. I used to walk to watch Hanif Mohammad play. When I see that team and I see this team, this seems like one Gali Mohalle ka team. That's what he's trying to say. And that's again not political. But look at the discourse that happened. So not happy about talking politics, but again, I'm also a newsman, so I try and put the facts in front of you. That's our job, and that's what I'm trying to do. And so much drama. I think after this, that India-Pakistan game on 21st, man, the tension will be next level.
First, they should get there because they're 86 for 4. After Fakhar Zaman has made a 50 and out.
Yeah. But again, batting of UAE, if you get anywhere 140, I think
then you're done. If Pakistan gets
you
140,
saw UAE score about 123, 125. They were getting 2 in the try series. If they can just
but that's
push
a very short ground, a small ground.
Small ground, yeah. But if they can just manage to, get a grip of their temperament and just play to their best ability, who knows? We may be in for a bigger headline.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Shankar Narayanan says, can we have match watch along whenever possible? Shankar, we can, but I think there is an issue with that on YouTube. I think technically you can't. But actually, and also what the other thing that we've seen, Shankar, is that a lot of people come and watch our pre-shows. As soon as the match starts, a lot of you drop out. Then I think there are no takers. But let's try it. If this India-Pakistan match, if people don't drop out, let's carry on for a couple of overs. If there's enough interest, we'll
have a lot of TV responsibilities that day.
But that's okay. I'll go on.
A lot of other VOD responsibilities.
Yeah. No, but that's okay. If on that day, if there is enough interest and people continue to watch, we'll go. I'll go alone also. No problem. Priyanshu says Naqvi is himself minister in PCB, so how sports and politics is separate? That's also.
I pointed out. Mohsin Naqvi saying that sports and politics shouldn't mix together.
Pakistan is the only country where the patron-in-chief of their board is the Prime Minister.
President.
Prime Minister.
Asif Ali Zardari, when he was the patron-in-chief, I think he was the president of
Imran Khan was when he was the patron-in-chief. I think he's the Prime Minister.
Prime Minister. Okay.
Whoever it is, it's the head of state. So who's been made in charge.
And ICC says no political interference. You banned Nepal, you banned Zimbabwe, but you cannot ban Pakistan because of blatant political interference. That's the problem. It's terrible.
Abhishek Ranjan, Nikhil sir, do you see any changes in playing 11 against Oman?
That's the man who used to bowl to Shubman Gill.
88 for 5. An Indian doing his job.
Look at that.
88 for 5 Pakistan, by the way. Does seem like that, though they've asked for a review. It'll be interesting then.
If he gets he's only surviving, he's got an edge.
We're going to do a post-match today.
Of course.
Join us for the post-match. Should be interesting. But as far as India's playing 11, we'll of course do the preview tomorrow. But I do see Jasprit Bumrah being rested. That's the one thing that I can think
Get in an Arshdeep in place.
For now, but we'll do a detailed discussion earlier. The media guy with 10 guys and somebody builder, what is
some bodybuilder, what is happening?
What is that?
Where?
Aditya Narayan, their media with 10 guys and some bodybuilder. What is happening? Their media.
There is
THERE, there.
There is media with 10 guys, maybe he means, I don't know.
I don't know. It's like the PCB statement, Aditya Narayan, can't make head or tail of your statement. Bodybuilder.
Okay.
Anshu
Mishra.
Nick sir, Sidvi sir, Harshit sir, Pakistan had done this dramebazi to fool their illiterate public and to hide the fact that they are mediocre third class team. And unko lollipop mila ki Pycroft Pakistan ban. No
but nahi
lollipop.
hua na ba.
Nahi hua. There's nothing.
Lollipop was miscommunication and
Yes.
small apology.
That's it.
Okay, Ashish Dhar's point, what do you make? He says Pakistan will be highly charged up and can beat India on the 21st. What do you make of that?
Anything can happen. But this Indian team is way
I think we
too
should
strong.
circle back on this after a couple of hours. I have a lot of interest in this match.
That game may not happen.
That game might not happen also. Yeah, could be.
Pakistan may just give us memories of a lifetime today.
What started at 4 p.m.
But
IST.
Chida, I must also say, look at it from Pakistan's players' point of view. It's not ideal, yeah. They've also been told you'll go, not go, sitting in the hotel room. It's not ideal preparation. You're being thinking about
They sent
apology,
their kit
no
bags
apology,
a few hours back.
miscommunication,
Those
no
kit bags were
miscommunication.
loaded. Everything. They would have been ready. The bus, we saw the bus circle around, come to the main entrance. Then it was asked to go back.
Chili Paneer is loving this game, saying this is so satisfying. full
Kashish
mod.
sir, Gadar 3 की script ready है. No way.
Some of you are indeed very funny.
Tulla Harris is out, he's saying. Tullebaz.
Yeah, really. See, let's wait. I think Harshit's right. We may not have to debate about India-Pakistan on 21st. If UAE do the unthinkable, as I said, United States of America beat them in the T20 World Cup, but United Arab Emirates can beat them in the Asia Cup. Who knows? So that's why.
Chalo.
Yeah, see you soon for any further updates.
Yeah.
And definitely for the post-match though of Pakistan versus UAE. So let's see how that happens. Are we going? Oh, another wicket
Review because
loading.
there's a sweep.
Let's wait before
Yeah,
we...
bro.
Woo, woo, woo.
your Sarachandra, your prediction.
Okay, we'll see if this becomes 6 or not, and then we'll.
Then Simranjeet might be on a hat trick.
Yes, he will be then.
Yeah.
It actually looked outside off to me.
Okay. Yeah. Said this team can score 130. Sarachandra Shoaib Akhtar said, can this team score 130? I think they can. They do have the batting, but Shubman Gill's friend is really
Senior, super senior.
super senior.
Yeah, see?
I think
bad.
maybe missing.
Yeah, also, yeah.
Impact
But look
probably.
at that stupid shot. Stupid.
Under pressure.
Mohammad Haris.
That's
No
what-
edge, that's for sure. I think
Yeah,
there's no edge.
that's what I'm saying. Now, see all three stumps right now.
Impact.
No, there is.
Going
there is.
out.
Glove.
Going
Oh.
out.
Then that
No,
means-
there's
no,
glove.
glove.
Yeah, so not out.
Okay. But
Okay, take care, guys. End of the match.
Yeah. See you.
See you. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.